Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top two seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. To throw, it's Wyola. There's a screen pass to the running back. And the tackle is made, not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's third down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. Trucks through the defender. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Huskers pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Here's a target, and it's complete. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
To the air, it's Wyola. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Snags the quick throw. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness to you that catches my eye.
2nd down after that completion. They'll hand it off. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Will he score here? And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the single back takes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Well, a nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Runs through the defender. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Man, 3rd down and 1, and you allow a sack. Listen, I'm not a coach, but whenever I see a play like that on 3rd and 1, and you throw it instead of running it, it's just a head-scratcher. And to make matters worse, they end up with a sack for a loss.
It's 4th down and 4 as they try to keep the drive going. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. He's got it. A 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Quick throw. The catch is made. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Just a really good job by the corner here, recognizing this wide receiver screen. Because he was so quick to react, when the receiver makes the catch, he's right there to make that tackle.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pass not complete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. Long enough and good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Turn starts inside the 15. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Getting set. Here's second down. Looking downfield. It's Raiola. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's tackled after the catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The Cornhuskers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Under pressure, just lets it go. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. And it's a bunch formation. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. This time, a completion. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Quick throw complete to the tight end.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Man, that is a gutsy call to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call specifically for these situations.
The Cornhuskers pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Just runs through a man, a mismatch. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
First down here for this offense. Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. This will be the 9th play on the drive. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And at first down, they go right back to him. And that run produces a decent gain.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
He's got room looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. And that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. He's running out of time here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. We're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid game for a first down. And the Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Oh, he tosses it back. And he lofts one deep over the middle. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against a deep ball in man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's looking to pass the ball. A little trickery. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Going the other way. Can they catch him? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass caught inside the 15. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. The Huskers are in the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Ball handed off. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Can he get there on the ground? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And they add to their lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Off the play fake on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 20. At the 10 now. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Huskers. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Just time enough for one more play in the half. To throw, it's Lagway. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is the national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers, and yet here in this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is off. Now, again, you got to give credit to the defense, but I'm just shocked to see the way they're performing today.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Trying for a fourth down completion. Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
The Gators with first and 10 here. Back to pass. It's Lagway. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. And he's got some open field ahead. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
So out comes the field goal team from a long way out. They are putting a whole lot of faith in this kicker. Field goal tried. No good. The lead remains at 21 after the miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks them.
And they start the drive with an end-around play. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Always looking to throw. Tries the right with a quick throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. The Gators move into the red zone. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Gators. This quarterback on fire today. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And he knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Now, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Then 4th down, the punter sends it away. See if he can make something happen with the return. The returner is brought down. Gets it started with the next drive. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry up. Now here comes the flea flicker. There's a shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete. The receiver was wide open. What a missed opportunity. So second down after the incompletion. Dropping back. It's Lagway. He's going to take another shot right here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. It's a nice gain. He'll move the football up to the 27.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. And he'll ride the back again here. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Dropping back. It's Raiola. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff to the back. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Catch made on the out route. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. Can he take it all the way? Across midfield. The 30, the 20. The 10 brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Florida. was an enormous touchdown. They're still behind, but it's a one-possession game, national championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent, what will their opponent do? Are they going to try to kill clock? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. Can they recover from that right now? It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. It's an out route, the catch made. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Short pass finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Here's the handoff. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Sticking with the running game. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Brought down after 40. That'll be a first down.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, first down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
The Cornhuskers keep the football on the move. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Running back has it on the screen now. And they're finally able to stop him. But great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
The Cornhuskers lining up here on 1st and 10. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The Huskers looking to cash in this red zone trip. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Still no answer for this offense. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. Let's start at the 25. And the Gators offense retakes the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Looking to throw it on first down. Pass rush closing in. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Defense is coming after him.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense, and it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
Fighting, and this is going to be a safety.
Well, Chris, to me, that really wraps this game up. Maybe if they had a little bit more time, there might be a chance for them to overcome this safety. But this late in the 4th quarter, down now multiple possessions, this one's all but decided.
He's going to try to return the punt. Tackle is made at the 35. Good job by the kick returner that time. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Let's see if he can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep shot caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Nebraska. And the route is on. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. DB's backing off from the line now. Looking to pass here. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Oh, and almost intercepted again. A chance for a 4th pick. Brings up third down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Gators will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today in a very satisfying W.
Well, I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Nebraska Cornhuskers.